Well, I've got this old blacksmith hammer. Probably won't pick up very well, but it does say solid steel on that side. But then there's some kind of maker's mark on that side. And I kind of want to see what it says. Plus tidy it up. It doesn't seem to be overly pitted or anything, but the handle could do with the clean. And the head could definitely do with the clean. And the wedge isn't the best, so let's take it apart, clean it up, and see what we end up with. This wedge is fighting me every step of the way. Yeah, I have had to butcher the end slightly, but it does mean so it means that this handle is now not going to be great for this one because of the shape of it. Thankfully, I do have some new handles ordered. They should be arriving later today. But this wedge is fighting me. There's no give at all. And I guarantee you it's not even going to be that big. But we're going to keep going, get it out. It's not the ideal way to do it. And I do own a vise, I just haven't set it up yet. Come on. Focus on the wedge. There. It's fighting me. But yeah, I mean, the wedge itself is not because of me, but it's damaged. This tooth here seems to be missing. And this tooth here doesn't seem to be in the best nick. And that wasn't me. It was like that anyway. All I'm doing is chipping away the wood and wiggling it. So we're just going to keep going. And yeah, like I say, new handle. Because it's a good length for this head, but I'm going to have to cut it down. That means it's not going to be long enough for me. So we'll change the handle out completely. I just got to get the head off and get that wedge out. So, fun. That was a battle. I don't know if it might pick up, but it almost looks like there's another. Let's have a look at that, actually. We'll do this live. Is that wood or metal? Yeah. Feels like metal. Just scratches up like wood. Oh, okay. Thankfully. Okay, so it's not. I thought it was an additional wedge, but basically the wood that goes down the centre of the grooves. This focus is no good. Where the channel is between the two grooves, the two locking wedges, the wood there had pretty much locked in place, and that was what was making it so difficult. That wedge is no good. I do have new wedges, but as I say, I also have a new handle. New handles, plural, so I won't be able to. Well, I'll be able to not use old handles. So let's just get the head off and see where we're at in terms of any progress at all, because the worry now is where I've stretched the wood around the edge here. I'm not sure if it's going to give any, but we'll try it, because why not? Boom! So that handle is usable, just not for this, because I'm going to have to cut it down to there and a really narrow head there now. So that's not going to fit that. So we'll keep it, but we'll use it for something else. So just as an aside, the post turned up and, oh, shiny and new and all different sizes. Now I've got to figure out which one will fit. Probably that one. That one looks like it'll work. So that'll be good. Alright, so let's have a slightly closer look if I can get it to focus. I've got the weight stamp there. I think it's 1 1/4, but we'll tidy that up. And then, as I say, that one there says solid steel. And then that's some kind of maker's mark, but it's not very clear. So I'm going to wire brush that first, see if we can't figure out who made this. Yep. I can kind of understand why everybody clicks off when I break this out, because it does sound like a dentist drill, and nobody likes those, especially when you speed it up. Solid, I don't know, fast steel, ass steel, something like that. And this one, I think I'm going to have to put it through the heavy duty one because this little wire brush ain't doing anything. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll get the rest of the body tidied up with the sanding bit, and then we'll bang this section across the wire wheel. Because it's an odd one. I don't know if that says Sheffield. It might, that bottom line, but the little brass brush ain't doing much of anything. So I'm going to do what I normally do around these sides, and then on this side I'll do very gently around the logos and then clear everything else. So I'll probably do a start with something. Alrighty, gonna get the wire. I haven't cleaned it up that well at the moment, but I don't want to damage this text, so I need to get this cleared out and see what it says. I'm pretty sure that last word is Sheffield, but we'll find out. Again, always wearing the correct PPE, so I got my safety goggles on and I got my gloves. So. Wow, that's not helped. That's not helped very much. End, maybe that top line says end. Bottom line definitely looking like it's saying Sheffield, but there's a middle line which is going to be the name, isn't it? All right, well, we're going to keep going, and then we'll see where we end up. Yeah, it's not coming up very well. And the worry I have is if I keep going like I'm going to do, it's just going to wear it away. So I think that bottom text is Sheffield. Might be Ballymead, don't know. And then P, I don't know. It's an odd one. I think it might be Spencer. That would fit, SPE, and maybe. Because Spencer and Son were a thing, but don't know. Anyway, I don't want to try and do too much on that because it will just ruin it. And it ain't getting any easier to read. So just going to focus on everything else, get it all cleaned up now, finish on the wire brush and then buff it, and then we'll put the new handle on and see how it looks. But yeah, that's possibly Spencer and Son, but I wouldn't quote me on that. Anyway, back to it. Well, I'm probably not going to get any cleaner than that with the. I could probably do with a steel wheel rather than a brass wheel, to be honest. So what I'm going to do now is just use the buffer, put the handle on it, and call it good, because the only way to get this perfectly smooth would be grinding it, and I don't want to do that. So I think the next thing I need to get is a steel wheel for that. But we'll start grinding, buffing, and see where we end up. We don't want it. Good stuff. Is the rag ready? Not bad. It's not going to come up very well, but we'll persevere, and I'll show you in a minute. Well, I mean, it'll do. The handle's really nice. It was a bit of a faff to get it to fit, but I mean, the head, I've got some very shiny pitting, but you know, and I've got a big old wedge in there. We didn't manage to figure out who that was, and as I say, I don't want to do any more just in case I end up ruining it. I think it's I don't know, Pearson or somebody like that, or Spencer and Son, something stupid. We know it's made of solid steel. I think that's AST steel. Might be fast steel. There might be an F in that little divot there. But other than that, you know, it looks, you know, it's nicely patinaed now. It's nicely shiny. The ends are, you know, not bad. One day I will figure out how to get something to be like proper mirror shiny. But yeah, that'll, given how it started, I'm calling that one good. Yeah, there you go. Another hammer done.